Israel and Hamas have reached phase 1 of a plan to end the war in Gaza. The agreement calling for a release of the remaining hostages, which President Trump says will happen in the coming days.
But there are still questions about what will happen with phase 2 and if a ceasefire can hold. ABC's Marcus Moore is in Tel Aviv with the latest.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convening his cabinet, voting on a ceasefire plan with Hamas. The deal is expected to pass. President Trump today calling the deal, quote, a momentous breakthrough.
We ended the war in Gaza and really, on a much bigger basis, created peace. And I think it's going to be a lasting peace, hopefully an everlasting peace.
The war began 2 years ago this week. Tens of thousands of lives have been lost. According to the agreement, Hamas will have 72 hours to release the remaining hostages. There are 20 believed to still be alive. Another 28 are deceased. In return, nearly 2,000 Palestinian prisoners are believed to be under discussion for release. Additionally, Israel will withdraw some of its troops to, quote, an agreed-upon line. Celebrations in Israel as people learn that hostages will be released, and relief in Gaza as well. This woman saying at least our children can go to school, go out in the streets, and we can sit in our tents without fear. The plan unveiled last week after President Trump and Netanyahu met at the White House. Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying this all fell into place in just the last few weeks.
When we were at the United Nations and you convened a historic meeting, not simply of Arab countries, but of Muslim majority countries from around the world, including Indonesia was there, Pakistan was there, and created this coalition behind this plan.
Questions remain, though, about phase 2 and the future of Gaza and the Palestinian people, many of whom have lost everything and are in desperate need of aid.
Gaza is going to be slowly redone. You have tremendous wealth in that part of the world by certain countries. I think you're going to see some tremendous countries stepping up and putting up a lot of money and taking care of things.
President Trump says he's likely going to travel to Israel in the coming days. Prime Minister Netanyahu has invited him to address the Israeli government. Marcus Moore, ABC News, Tel Aviv.